Alright, let's get this. Hey, what's up, mittens? Alright, I'm just getting lists of people. Alright, welcome everyone here. Now that we've got everything settled, we have World Cup action, Group 3, England versus Canada. I believe this is the first game in their set. So we have Steelfur on Dragon, betraying the Phoenix clan to allow Kylam PD to play Phoenix. And we have another person playing kind of not their main clan. Nivek is a Scorpion player, but has ceded that position to Noman on his team, and has chosen to take Crane instead. So, the players are going to start here. Quick look at this list here. Nivek is playing Seeker of Air, Splashing Dragon for 2 Hawk Tattoos and 3 Let Goes. Surprise, surprise. We see 3 Policy Debates, 2 Assassinations, 1 Kami, 2 Rival, 3 Steward. Running less conflict characters than a lot of the new lists, the new age lists have been running. We see 1 Emit Defeat, 2 Noble Sacks. Everything looks pretty normal here. Pretty standard list. And then I believe Steelfur is playing Test, so. Hey, what's up, everyone? Alright, now that we got the deck list going, see, Steelfur lost the die roll. So, in this matchup, couple ways to play the early game. You can be aggressive. We'll see if Steelfur wants to take the aggressive route and open Nitem Master. And then if he chooses to play defensive, you can open with a Shugenja, probably doomed, and then go for an early pass. He opts for Swordsmith. I don't really like, especially against clans that are playing Let Go and multiple assassinations, it's really risky to open up on Swordsmith. You have to invest a lot in protecting him. I probably would open up Doomed and then passed. Nivek's probably going to open up on Cautious Scout. I think it's really loose not to open Cautious Scout here. Yep, and that's what we see. The reason you want to open... See, I don't like playing that character there. So Nivek here should just take Passing Fate. Yep, and that's what he does. The problem... I don't like opening double character here. We see a bid 5 from both players. We see a reprieve on the Swordsmith. So you're down to 1 Fate now. And you really need to find a Cloud here for this Scout. So Cloud and Scout are like the 2 early game plays. They open Scout, you basically want to counter with Cloud. So we see an attack here into Fertile Fields with a Seal the Dragon, political conflict. Seal the Dragon prevents the Crane Box from bowing you. Hey, what's up, Akis? So, you know, Kevin is at 7 Fate already. We see a box to threaten a break. Contesting the Earth Ring. Hey, what's up, Nightcrawlers? Hey, what's up, Dustin? I probably would have contested Void here. I like contesting Void more. Basically get the Cautious Scout off the board 1 turn earlier. And we see a Let Go on the reprieve, and since Steelfur has no more Fate, he's going to get assassinated here, and this is exactly what I was saying when I said I don't like this opening play. Yep, and we're just going to see an assassination, and yep, there it is. And that's... I don't want to say game losing, but like that's pretty enormous. Pretty hard to come back from this now. You're down cards, down Fate, down characters. So we'll see. You know, Dragon's provinces are very powerful, but you know, Cautious Scout is sitting here with the ability to say no. So Kevin did have double Let Go at least. You know, he had double Let Go for the double reprieve. So I mean, I could see how you thought you were safe, but like it's just... So, Jusha26, the reason I don't like opening Investigator here is, so if you open up Investigator 3 Fate going first, you then have 1 Fate. You get Passing Fate to 2. You need to give some level of protection. So you do your attack, and then you're spending a Fate to a ring to, yeah, Dustin, someone else on his team is playing Phoenix, so I think he stepped aside to allow his teammate to play Phoenix instead. Because of the World Cup rules, each team can only have one player playing each clan. Back to the point of the Investigator is, so you do your attack and you spend a Fate to a ring. That loses you a Fate because it gives it to your opponent, and then if you wait to block, your opponent just does a military attack and you're really stuck here. I think the openers I would have gone for were Doom Shigenja Pass or Nitem Master 2 Fate Pass. Those I think are the 2 strongest openings. And then for the Nitem Master play, I would have gone Fire Ring on my first attack to prevent a Noble Sack potential. And we see a political poke here from this Steward Law. We see a fan for a break. We do see a fire ring. Gonna honor this cautious scout. Correct. Yeah, Ronnie. Kevin is a Scorpion player who ceded that position to Noman. So you have two players here who are not playing their main clans, or main in quotation marks, and that's the whole point of being a team, right? Oh, Steelfur used a Lecco on the fan, so then Kevin played a rival. I was like, why do you play the rival? So Sacred Sanctuary does break, and now we see Kevin has three characters on board with first player. He has 7 Fate. Probably gonna see Challenger here. So if you buy Challenger, I like buying Challenger here. You could also pass, and that way Feast or Famine isn't as bad. Couple options here. First player Challenger is obviously strong. You're gonna have a Cautious Scout attack to flip a province. Your opponent doesn't have a Shigenja. Hey, thanks for the sub, Luke. 8 months in a row, jeez. Big channel, big time channel here. Yeah, indeed. I did just go to Chipotle today for my lunch, so after this game I will be eating my Chipotle. I actually get bowls instead because you get a lot more food, and it's not as messy to eat. And so we see Challenger with 3 Fate here. So we're like, this is the snowball really from that turn 1. Kevin's board is just so hard to deal with, and not having a Shigenja, you have no access to clouds this turn. You're reasonably taking 2 breaks this turn. Kevin gets Passing Fate. We do see a solo Raitsugu. Both players bid 5. Both are going to draw from the Storehouse. So, hand sizes are even. Just the big discrepancy is board here, so really going to need... Yeah. Hey, thanks for the sub, Corey. 5 months in a row. Really appreciate it. Anyone listening, I'll give you all the secret tips on how to get more food from Chipotle. You just ask for extra everything, like other than meat, because then so if you ask them for, I usually get extra rice. I get extra rice and I get extra vegetables, and they always just give it to me. So I pretty much get like a bowl and a half worth of food. I usually get double meat, but I've been cutting it down just because it makes it cheaper. But I usually just ask them for a little bit more chicken afterwards if they don't give me that much, and then they'll give it to me. But like, you just get extra rice, extra vegetables, and they'll just give it to you, no problems. Like, it's so good. Come on. Well, there's also okay. So real quick, back to the game. We see Cautious Scout attacking into Feast or Famine. We do see Daisho getting put onto Raitsugu. You should have pre-played the Daisho on Raitsugu, and the reason you do that is then you can first action duel. Now Kevin can play a Bonsai if he wants to. Oh yeah, Hawk Tattoo plus Conflict character would be really strong too. Obviously, that's definitely the scary part here. you know, Cautious Scout, in the world of Hawk Tattoo, Cautious Scout and Brash Samurai lose some value against stuff like this because of their solo participations. So Kevin just passes, actually. Which is fine. He knows where Feast or Famine is. The problem now is he is going to take a 50-50 on Resto here. I wonder if he attacks here. If you do attack, you should attack only with your 0 glory characters. You should stand your rival for favor because you have double Yoshi flipped. So if you take the 50-50 here and you win, I think you win the game because you're totally fine with these double Yoshis. You can refill your hand. I mean, even if you hit Resto, you do Earth Ring. Yeah, he's just taking the 50-50. Hits Restoration of Balance. You know, he's doing Earth though. I think I would have gone with Rival though. I think I would have sent the Rival also to get the break. Because you need this game to end, basically, because you're just going to be down so many resources now. You really need this game to end before the resource disparity catches up. However, this Yoshi here is going to pull a lot of work. So you're going to go down to 4. Earth is gonna put you back up to 5, and then, you know, Yoshi will get you another 3. So, you know, obviously hitting Resto here is, you know, worst case scenario. You know, if you want to look at the bright side of things, you do deny Seeker Fate. If, you know, there's always that. Steelfur, you know, being very smart and triggering Restoration of Balance. He didn't click pass. Really smart player, if you ask me. Still waiting on to see what the 7 cards are. Hey, what's up, Bert? You came just in time for your favorite card in the game. Restoration of Balance has restored the balance of, you know, Steelfur making a poor turn 1 play, in my opinion. Like I said, basically, to come back into the game, he's going to need his provinces to do a lot of work, and that's what we're seeing right here. I still think he's, even after all this, I think he's still somewhat behind, which is quite hilarious. But I mean, that assassination double against the double reprieve swordsmith was just so big, or it was just so big. Yeah, Akis, I'm pretty sure that I make them that clan. Just saying, just saying. Out of all these tournaments, there's only a couple dragon players who have consistent. I mean, maybe I'm lagging or something. Like maybe let me refresh. Yeah, okay, I was just lagging. All right, so he discarded to. Sorry, everyone watching. Uh, he discarded Hawk Tattoo, Court Games, Bonsai Bonsai, Policy Debate, Noble Sec for shame. Uh, and then we saw Steelfur did have the Hawk Tattoo and the Tattooed Wanderer. He could have forced the break on Feast or Famine. Yeah, yeah, Akis. Except I beat all the Greek players with Dragon too. I'm just saying. All of my playtest partners are European, and you're gonna say that? Come on, man. Um. Okay, so after that turn, so then we saw Steelfur Hawk Tattoo the Challenger to break Resto. We saw the Earthring trigger, and then we saw Tattoo Wanderer break Fertile Fields. And because of that, Kevin actually lost favor. It's Jigoku doesn't count! Fuck off, man! That's so dumb. Yeah, Ronnie, absolutely. I 100% Hawk Tattoo another character into Feast or Famine, and I play my Wanderer. 100%. Or, I'm still just better. Jigoku doesn't count XD. People... Oh, man. The level of play that I have seen in paper from European tournaments has not inspired a lot. Just saying. From North American tournaments also. I'm just saying people put far too much stock in the purity of paper play. Yeah, which is why you think they're bad. You think dragons are bad because you don't have any. So we see a Wanderer on this Alchemist. Not really sure why. What is this Wanderer accomplishing? So the other problem right now is that you just spent a Fate and a potential conflict character, so Feast or Famine, you don't have any characters to take Feast or Famine. I don't know about this. And then you're gonna attack Air. You hit Magistrate Station, yikes. So Steelfur really has to commit to break this here. He just doesn't want to buy Nita Master. Has he just not drawn swords? I don't understand. So Steelfur only has 2 conflict characters left to take Fate from Feast or Famine. Although, with Soul Beyond Reproach, it's much easier now for Crane to just faceplant Shameful purposefully. Which is pretty cool, actually. So we see a Katana on Challenger, so Steelfur is going to have to play something here. If I have a Void Fist, I'm looking at setting up a Void Fist here. So we do see a bonsai coming out here. So we see Mountains Anvil Castle plus a katana, or sorry, a Finger of Jade, and the Wanderer giving +2, plus the bonsai. So we're seeing a break right now. Kevin discarded 2 of his bonsais, so he doesn't really have an option here. But he does play a Steward of Law into the conflict. 1 for Shame is gone, I believe. Yes, 1 for Shame was discarded to Restoration. So I'm going to be playing a bunch of L5R today, for anyone listening. My friend put together a bunch of decks and he's teaching me how to play the game. Holy crap, that game is weird. All you people that played that game for a long time, you guys are all weird. That's all I'm gonna say. That game is weird. I don't mind playing it. Kyle MPD, give me 1 second. Let me take a look at the message. So we see Favorable Ground moving in Narishma. We see Pathfinder's Blade coming out. So Steelfur has swords. Steelfur can also just honor his Steelfur should instead of playing Pathfinder's Blade there, should have honored his character. Okay, and that's what we see. We see Alchemist honoring herself. Very powerful card. This is a card from the Elemental Cycle in Pack 4. Master Alchemist is a 4-cost 3/1/2 Shigenja, and it has action during a conflict. You may pay a fate to honor a character, honor or dishonor a character. But we do see a counter from Kevin here with Soul Beyond Reproach, which is really strong on this challenger. If Steelfur is sandbagging Seal plus Void Fist, that would be so strong here. Ronnie, I mean, it's still the same net strength, right? So Soul Beyond Reproach is going to be net two on the whole conflict if you say the Alchemist activation, because it brings you to Honored, but then the Alchemist Honor is equal to the same 2. Yeah, it is. So if you don't activate Alchemist, then the Soul Beyond Reproach gives you +4. Oh, sure, I see what you're saying. It's net, the force value is the same in terms of the conflict, but the overall game value is not the same. I agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. Oh, he Hawk Tattoos Raitsugu in. Strong. However, Raitsugu here could eat a 4-shame, potentially. This is a huge gambit from Steelfur. If Kevin just has a 4-shame here, and that's what we see, we do see a 4-shame to Bao Raitsugu. Really, really gutsy play by Steelfur. Definitely gutsy. He should, however, duel one of Kevin's characters. Absolutely should duel. All right, Kyle MPD, if you're still in chat, um, the rules we're gonna be playing by, my friend put together 10 decks from Emperor Edition era. No, how does dueling Nourishma make it back on breaking? Nourishma has a fate. Raitsugu doesn't just kill anyone. Yeah, this is like the era that my friend played in. Wait. Oh, alright, another way to trigger Anil is, is when you duel randomly. And so, Steelfur chose to duel, and then instead of bidding 3 to guarantee the win, he chose to bid 2 for a tie, and that's exactly what we see. Oh yeah, that's for Akis. Raitsugu does always kill Scorpion characters, except for Liar. Nightcrawlers, I'm not sure. I don't know exactly what the 10 are. I think we're just gonna randomize them. Steelfur saying should have put FOJ on before we pulled him in, but he didn't have the fate to do that. It looks like he only had he didn't have enough fate. And now you get a free break on Feast or Famine here. Actually, you can break Stronghold. Nightcrawlers, I don't know what decks there are. I think he just put together 10 and we're just gonna randomize them. So you do political water at no, Feast or Famine. Wait, why are you saying 2 characters? You know what the provinces are. What are you doing? What? Anyways, first off, you shouldn't have attacked Shameful Display here. You should break Feast or Famine, because your opponent has no fate and no characters to take fate from you. So that's mistake 1. 2, you keep your Whisperer back, stand Nourishma, send Whisperer, Nourishma, and Challenger at Stronghold, and then if he flips it, you'll have Whisperer at 3 and Nourishma at 3. Alright, regardless, Steelfur conceded there, but yeah, Kevin definitely botched that last attack too to guarantee the win. It does matter with water. I mean, it's with the court games. If your opponent has court games, it could matter. It could put you 1 strength behind. Court games makes it. So this is 5, 6. Court games dishonors Nourishma, and you go to 5. And if you don't have any way to buff, then you could potentially not break. Also, like, when people say it doesn't matter, sure, in, like, the context, it doesn't matter, but, like, you should still always play in optimal plays, so that way when it does matter, you are already tuned to think about it. And that's going to be the game. So Kevin wins the first match for Canada. So taking a look at the bracket, let's just do a quick rundown of the World Cup right now, since I have some audiences. So in Group 1, Sweden has won the match. They just need to play out their 3rd match for tiebreaker reasons. Looks like Potato the First was victorious against Pudik in Belgium vs Italy match 1. Netherlands has done a 3-0, as has Greece. We see Germany has won 1-0 versus Cyprus, rallying back after being down 0-1. We see in the Canada versus England match, we do see Kevin winning his first match. We have Travis versus Zello tomorrow for the deciding match in USA versus Hungary. Singapore with a 3-0. Switzerland versus Russia is down to the final match, so we have Marduk versus Insane Maniac. That'll be a cool match. Australia's down 0-1 to Poland. Actually, they're tied. I need Ben to report his match, so I'll have to message Simkov to Bert, if you're still in chat. Bert, if you're still in chat, tell Ben to report his match. Looks like France was victorious over Philippines. They suffered an early loss here, but then Shudarev and Yoda Sensei came through with 2 resounding victories. And then on this side, it looks like Spain is up 2-0 against Wales, so they have won their match, and we just have the final match to decide tiebreakers there. So week 1's coming to a close, actually. You know, I'm really glad with how the games have turned out. They've been pretty fun. So that's gonna be the match, or that's gonna be the games for today, and you know, at least for me. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you for more casts this weekend.